Cool.
Yo, what's up, Jake? How you
What's
doing,
going
man?
on? Good
Doing all
man. How you
right?
doing, Sean?
I'm doing well, buddy. Doing
Cool.
very well. Ooh, long day, but a good day. Students, I didn't have that many students, to be honest with you. I only had like 4 or 5. Keeping them busy. Last year's
How do you?
instructor was very good, but he forgot the minor stuff. Like he forgot the lockout, tagout. I was showing them breaker locks the other day, and they're like, "What's that?" And
Now,
I'm
I
like,
I wasn't really much of a residential guy. Is that a big thing in that field?
No, it isn't. But when you hear the kids, they do side work with electrical trades, right? Like,
Hmm.
yeah, Mr. Quinn, I remember someone turned the breaker on. I'm like, well, if you had this, that wouldn't have happened. Just saying.
Yeah.
Like, I never knew that. So I got the ones with the clamps. I like those better because that way you can close it and it squeezes
Oh,
it.
the clamp. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
push knob clamp.
Yeah, I didn't realize it come with all those parts. There's a couple clips that go with it to help it strengthen more. I didn't know that. I must have thrown the
Oh
other
yeah.
ones out. Yeah, so I was just
No,
showing them.
they didn't come with them.
Nah, nah, they didn't.
The
So
one so the ones that you bought at our at your previous job, they didn't come with the extra clamps. It's just
nah.
the red latching piece with the two jaws. The one would go in and out.
Yep,
But
yep.
I have a whole lockout tagout kit from my previous employer,
Okay.
which had single pole breaker lock, two pole breaker lock, it had a main breaker lock, it had
Yeah.
the locking bars, it had the chains, it had the
Mm-hmm.
hasps. I can't say that word, hasps.
Hasp, don't worry.
Um, yeah, it's tough. It's a tough one. But
Yeah.
yeah, just so yeah, my industrial career prior was much more equipped than my current employer. I'll
Right.
say that.
Right. Well, the great thing is I'm training them. I got a year with them, so I should get them ready before I get in the field. They're all excited. Only have a couple that one's going to go to college. He just wants to learn electrical. He's going to be his business, and the other one is going to finance, something like that. They just want to learn electrical,
That's
which is great. More
Yeah, man.
power
Never
to them.
hurts to have something to fall. Yeah, something to fall back on too.
No. So Jake, when you told me about the subject, right? I thought, like you said, let's be positive today. We've been getting really angry, ticked off,
Yeah,
angry at the world. Let's be happy. Let's be very
yeah. We'll do
happy
a turn
today.
of events. Bring out some positive sides. Not all negative out there.
Yeah, yeah. So I was when I was searching through the internet, there's one called Dan Price. Did you hear that name while you were looking it up? Dan Price. Now he
He's from.
chose
Is he Seattle?
equality. Yes, he chose
Is he
equality
Seattle?
over over
Okay.
pay. He made $11 million. And then we'll look a little clip. He'll talk about himself. But he made $11 million, and then as he was going to the parking lot, a one of his employees who was prior military Air Force female, and I think she just had enough and told him like, look, I can't survive with your pay. I'm sorry, I'm about to leave. And he apparently loved or wanted respect or whatever, and he looked himself in the mirror and said, I can't do this. And that's when he decided to lower his salary to $70,000 and give everybody else a raise.
That's
And
pretty
they're
cool.
they're very successful. What they do is like you go to the mom and pop store and you put a credit card fee in there, right? Credit card. They're the ones that do the transactions. That's that company. That's
Yeah.
the company.
Oh, okay. Like the little
Yeah.
square chip reader.
So I don't know exactly what it is, but yeah, that's what they do. In fact,
Yeah,
it was
it's a membership based thing. It's like a couple of dollars per transaction, like it would
a
be for
percentage.
anything.
It's like a percentage
Yeah,
of whatever you.
it's a small
Yeah.
fraction. I think some
Yeah.
places have like some small mom and pop shops are just like a flat rate. It's like $3 if you do credit,
Yeah. Like when I go
and
the
that's
pizza
what
near
that
mine.
transaction.
When I go to
As a
Wayside near me,
transaction fee.
Wayside Mount Market gives me two fees, one for cash and one for credit. I always pay cash anyway, but
Oh yeah.
it's pretty significant. It's like almost $2 sometimes because my kid loves eating pizza, so I get a few. But Dan Price is his name. The company is called Gravity Payments. Gravity, like
Okay.
you said, in Seattle. It's 1.1 million in salary. He lowered it to 70,000. And with that, gosh, he said his business just took off. Let me pull up a video if you're all right with that.
Yeah, man, I
There's
got time.
a video with him talking about his his getting there. Once they find it, this. Oh, there it goes. Let me stroll over here. All right, quickly.
And we're back with Dan Price, who's the founder and CEO of Gravity Payments. He has a new book. It is called Worth It, How a $1 Million Pay Cut and a $70,000 minimum wage revealed a better way of doing business. There's the book. Dan, so we were talking about, is this something that could work for everyone? But first, did it work for you? Is this something that worked out?
Well, initially it was really difficult because Rush Limbaugh came out and called me a socialist, and the New York Times did a long piece about how some people weren't happy that we had some customers that left. And so the whole world,
I'll be honest
in fact,
with you,
at
he's never
1.3
happy.
million people on Facebook, according to what they told me, was saying it wouldn't work and was kind of, either stacked against us or making fun of us. But 5.5 years later, I have to say it's been a smashing success. And I'll give you some specific proof points. But keep in mind, behind each of these proof points are multiple human beings whose lives have been changed by our way of doing business. So we went from having 0 to 2 babies born amongst our staff per year to, in the 5.5 years since, we've had 55 babies born. So 10x. Wow. We saw people between double and triple their savings for retirement. 70% of the company was able to pay down debt. And we also had a rocket boom, about 10% spike, 10x spike, 10 times the number of people becoming first-time homeowners in a place like Seattle, where,
that's cool.
like many places, people are in danger of being priced out of the market. So it was completely successful from our standpoint. And if anybody wants to pick on me and say, yeah, what about the business numbers? Well, we've tripled in size as a company in those 5.5 years. So it's hard to argue with that success as well.
And did you triple in size because you took in more investment? As some people might say, oh, well, it's easy to triple in size if you do X, Y, and Z. Or did you triple in size because you became more productive?
Completely more productive. We have not taken a dollar of outside investment throughout that time. And we have just, pressure people kind of give bonded together, come together. Right? And our mission is really what motivates us. A lot of people think about every in terms of motivation. I think
they get bought out all the time.
What motivates us is small businesses are paying way too much just to accept a credit card. If they want to get service on that, good enough there. They kind of get the runaround if they need the latest.
All right, so you saw that. You did some research yourself? Did you see anything while you were looking? Or
I was just really, I was honestly just looking at like Forbes 2025 best employer list, and actually a lot of them actually surprised me that made that list, and the reasons they made the list.
Yeah, I saw
they were
that too.
Shocking to me.
I got it up now on the web. I'm looking at it myself.
But Dan Price actually kind of, no relation, but he actually kind of led that. He started that 10 years ago.
Well, I would take it as an honor, being a Price.
Oh yeah.
That's my cousin.
Yeah, he did the he took that price cut in 2015. He did that. He's been doing that for 10 years. And I just looked. I think his current salary is 110,000. So you figure over the course of 10 years as a CEO of a company, he's only making 110,000. His average employee is probably close to that now too.
Yeah, no, you're right. Because I'm looking at from that. There's someone else. I forget her name. I'm looking it up right now. It's Megan Driscoll, right? Pharmaceutical.
Driscoll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pharmaceutical, I believe, and she just fell in love with the template. In fact, she lowered her salary to also do the same concept. Now, I looked around. It looks like she's no longer a CEO because I looked around, but she did the same thing. It's kind of becoming contagious with CEOs to do the same. Not everybody now, but some. She lowered her pay also. 220. Decreased it from she decreased it to help out just from that thing there. In fact, Dan Price, and it just surprised everybody they were doing yoga in their office, and apparently she's a fan. She got all excited.
That's
But
cool, man.
wow, which ones were you surprised with? I see the list here. Which one surprised you with the pay?
I guess particularly like not really paid, just like overall best companies.
Right.
There's like Nvidia is one of the number one companies. Like that's just mega corporation as it gets.
Right.
Who their stock skyrocketed this year, or the past 2 years they skyrocketed. They're
Right.
recognized for employee satisfaction and innovative culture.
Really?
That yeah, that never happens in corporations.
No.
Google is high financial growth and employee satisfaction. I know uh, it's Alphabet is the mother company, the holding company, but Google is the one that everyone talks about.
Yeah.
But they have they have same things. They have like sleeping pods, they have dorms, they have
Oh wow.
everything,
Okay.
rec centers, they have gyms, they have cafeterias. It's very, I think, more of a laid back scenario, and like you can see how successful Google is. It's the main
Well, we're using it
search
now.
engine.
We're kind of using it
Yeah,
now.
I'm on Gmail. I'm on
Yeah.
everything right now.
Me too.
And
I
another one that
watched the
really got me
movie.
too.
There's a movie about Google. I watched that. That was pretty funny.
Oh, with Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson.
Yeah. Yeah. Intern, I
And
think it's
then
called.
yeah, the interns.
Right.
And then Microsoft. Because I'm not a Bill Gates fan. So to see that his company is one of the highest ranking companies to work for
Yeah.
is was a blindside to me.
Right. Right.
Uh, I don't like him, but if he can run a good business, good for him, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or whoever's running it for him.
Right. Right. He's just enjoying money right now. Just enjoying kind of retirement. Throws his weight around sometimes, but
I
seems like
don't
he's
think he's even
retired.
really retired. It's like he does. That's a different day, different time. But he holds like these shadow companies that are purchasing enormous amounts of land right now.
Yeah.
And
Okay, because I
one of the
drove through
things
the
that,
Midwest, and as people were telling me that Bill Gates owned that, Bill Gates owned this. That's what they kept
yeah,
telling me.
it's crazy the amount of farmland and property that he owns. I think he's up to like 250,000 acres of farmland and
Okay.
stuff like that. And one of the things I don't like about him is he's a hypocrite. Like he always talks about how the trees don't help the environment, global warming, and the cows. Like he's blaming cows, but I think he slowly has planted over 1 million trees. If
Hmm.
you're so far against it, why would you go out and do it by yourself? Why not just advocate for that?
Right. Right.
It's just kind of like weird stuff like that. Like I don't understand. But if he runs a good corporation or whoever he put in charge to run his corporation, that sounds like a good place to work for. I mean, outside of the trades, I don't think they're hiring electricians every day besides
No.
like in-house.
Hmm. I'm sure they would. I'm sure they do. Because they're going to
Oh
probably do
yeah, everyone
AI
needs them.
centers. They're doing AI centers just like everybody else, and I'm sure they're going to need people to man
Yeah.
that.
Well, the biggest one you got to watch out for is like uh, Peter Thiel with like Palantir and Oracle, businesses
Okay.
like that. They're going to treat. I
Right.
think they're going to treat their people really well for the next 15 years.
Okay.
And then when AI takes over, I think there's going to be mass layoffs.
Hmm.
It's going to replace everybody, and we're designing that. But for the next 15 years, next 15 years, it's going to be extremely profitable.
Where are you going to be in 15? Where are you going to be at 15 years? Because I'll be done retired, living
15
out,
years,
traveling the world.
I'll be
So,
48.
okay.
15 years, my oldest will my oldest will be 20, and my youngest will be just about 18. So
Okay.
I'll still be neck deep in debt and overtime, I hope.
Hmm. Okay.
That's that's my foreseeable future.
Right. Right.
But I believe soon I'll be working for a utility company and no longer the manufacturing industry. So that's the goal.
Well, good luck, man. Good luck. Because I've been trying to find a utility guy to come as one of my co-ops. You know, not really to send people on co-op, at least talk to my guys about how to get into this world. I thought I had someone. I was stalking them. I saw utility people drive, and they pulled over. I got out like a
Hmm.
stalker. Hey, how you doing? Can you mind joining my board? I felt like a stalker.
Yeah, right.
I was so excited. He ghosted me. I'm like, oh, I guess I was a stalker. He ghosted me. Ah, No, that's awesome because I was looking at the Forbes for other things like CEOs and their pays that have fair pay.
Hmm.
And looking at the list now, it's kind of weird but hypocritical at the same time. Uh, Tesla, what's his name? He only gets paid $1 a year, but he's got all that stock, all that stock going on.
Who's
Um,
that? Elon?
Elon, yeah, yeah, that's what it said.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
like, come on, dude, his
So
package. But they were
well,
showing it
so
in a positive light, and
yeah.
Zuckerberg gets paid $2 a year in
Hmm.
salary. Uh, but
Yeah, it's those stock options, man.
man, but a
And I
couple
think
good.
I think I'm not going to say that Elon deserves it. I think he's in much more of a volatile scenario than Mark Zuckerberg. I
Mm-hmm.
believe that Meta, Facebook, Instagram, everything that he's acquired in his, I guess, enterprise, whatever you want to consider that now,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
is pretty stable. It's not going anywhere. Social media is everything.
Right.
That's your business, that's your life, that's your personality, what
Mm-hmm.
people are addicted to. When you got
Right.
5 minutes of free time, you're scrolling on Facebook, you're on TikTok.
Right.
All these companies that, well, not TikTok, he doesn't own that, but same genre.
Mm-hmm.
He's well established in this network that is continuously blowing up. That's never
Yeah.
going anywhere.
Right. Right.
Elon Musk,
But I
especially
just
with
meant
his,
he's got a salary of $1. That's basically what
oh
I'm
yeah,
trying to say
but
with
it's
that.
the same time. I was saying, like, with the volatility of the market,
Yeah.
he could make nothing for 10 years,
Right.
but it'd
Right.
still be okay. Obviously,
Of
his
course.
stock options are billions of dollars of
Yeah.
value.
Yeah. Well, let me show you this thing. Now I'll switch it over with the camera. Give me a minute to do that. 1 second. All right, you see here, I did a list of CEOs and I typed in reasonably salaried CEOs. Okay, let me know if anything's kind of shocking. All right, I don't know this thing app CEO. Don't know anything about it, so we'll skip that one. But he gives himself a low salary, but to do that, he gave up 7 million shares to be able to compensate for that. This one I didn't know because I don't use
So he
Airbnb.
gave up. He gave up, or he sold,
Uh,
selling
Actually
more than.
makes about 35,000 less per year than the medium salary headquarters.
Yeah, read
While
that last
actually,
sentence.
uh,
Selling more than. So
all
he
right,
made a pretty penny.
right,
So again, like
okay,
it goes back to that Elon Musk deal. Like it was a low salary, high compensation that's not listed. So he sold 7 million shares. Even if it was worth 50 cents a share, he stole
okay,
big time.
made some money off that. Now
Oh
here's
yeah,
another one.
Airbnb.
Airbnb. Yes.
Yep.
He also has a salary total compensation of 311,233 dollars. Apparently, the people that work there get pretty good, 236. So that's not bad. I'll be honest. He seems to
Oh,
be.
it's not bad at all.
Nah, it seems like his biggest thing he's enjoying life. He's the biggest customer, rotating properties left and right.
So there's
It's a
another one too. It's owns 11% of the company's shares, but hasn't sold any. So he's sitting on a pretty good nest egg. He's riding
okay.
that market. Airbnb is another one. You're competing with corporate real estate right now, and
Mm-hmm.
Airbnb's right up there with them, taking
Right.
over,
Right.
which is good because it lets like a Joe Schmo like me and you
Mm-hmm.
compete with the corporations.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's
You can
take this thing
register,
back.
like
So I'm skip
you can go
that
through the
one.
processes of renting your own property through Airbnb, which
Mm.
is super cool. You can be your own boss, and a lot of people actually make it instead of like rental properties for like apartments and stuff like that. A lot of people are just doing Airbnbs and doing
Mm.
vacation rentals. And
Okay.
then once you get that stream of revenue, then they're doing multiple. And there's another great situation where it benefits everybody. You could be your own
Right.
entrepreneur, just Airbnb being houses out.
So this one, because I just know a few Franklin property type people, places. This is Franklin Street Properties. Usually, I've met people that in this world they're pretty greedy, but this one seems to not be so greedy. His compensation is only $306,000. Let's see what here. Yeah, he doesn't say about stocks or anything, but that's not bad because
Franklin
I've
Street
seen other
Properties.
companies in that same kind of element, and gosh, they're cutthroat when they deal with
Oh
property
yeah, they're
management.
terrible. They're
Yeah,
terrible.
usually they're cutthroat. You know, I have some good stocks on them that have really good high dividends myself. Like I said, I'm partaking too because if they're gonna make money, I'm gonna try to make money.
Oh yeah, dude. That's another cool app that I think college kids made. It tracks and manages like you can mirror your stock purchasing in your portfolio to people of Congress that are
Mm-hmm.
doing really well by themselves, um,
All right.
quote unquote, if you didn't see it. But there's someone created an app that allows you to mirror, say, like Dan Crenshaw
Okay.
and Nancy Pelosi. You can mirror their stock options and sell when they sell. So you put money in and it does the rest. It does all your trading, buying, selling. So it's a really cool
Okay.
platform that I think students made.
I got you. So here's
So
another
again,
one.
let's me and you partake in the big dog game.
Nah, I'm just doing it because just it's kind of using it like a bank account. It's in there,
Hey,
and then it's
yeah,
collecting
man.
money when I need it. I take it away. All right, so here's people making less than the median employee. 23andMe Holding. She makes $62,000, and then the $1. You know how it is. Probably getting a bunch of stocks. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
it's like I asked for total compensation, not just. Yeah, no, it says right there compensation. So maybe just wanted to show all the stuff that we have. Super microcomputers. I go there to get stuff. But
Oh yeah. I'm actually
I'm a robot. Let me switch. God.
Kind of looking into Franklin Street Properties right now. Looks like they did really well and then started to plummet towards the end of COVID.
Oh, really?
Like back in, say, what's their peak here? It's like almost $7 a stock. They kind of dribbled through $5 through COVID, up to $6, and then where's that last peak? Like
Hmm.
$6 a stock in April 2022. Then it just dropped and dropped and dropped down to
Is it still
dollar
dropped?
forty dollar 46 today.
What's their holdings though? Like, they do because right now real estate's kicking butt. Definitely that type of thing. Because everybody's buying renting apartments now. Just look at Grand Island Mall. That thing's blowing up. The one in
That's
Aspen's
crazy.
blowing up.
Did you look at the low end rent for those new apartment
Not
complexes?
recently. When
They
I
tore
first
down.
opened up, it was reasonably priced when it first opened
Well,
up.
so they tore down that strip mall where Friendly's was. There's a pizza joint in there, and then the movie theater. They tore all that down.
Oh
It's all
yes,
it's all
yes.
gone.
I know you're talking about.
They
Yep.
built they built more luxury apartments, and
Hmm.
in between, because I was selling my house in May, and then didn't find a new house for a couple of weeks. I'm like, man, like we might have to rent. I was like, man, this place is
Right.
brand new. Let's take a look.
Right.
For a one bedroom, one bathroom apartment, it was $3,000. I'm like,
Oh
nope, that's out.
my.
I was like, that's
Oh
out.
my. I'd be funny to see if they rent it all out because they do. Then I mean, only way to make
I
that
know
not
their
happen
other
is not
building
rent it out.
has
Well,
their other building took off.
well, it was reasonably rented. It was reasonably priced because I was looking into it, and then Connor Schaefer, he was looking into it. It was reasonably priced. It wasn't
Yeah,
outrageous. I mean, it's now because they can. Price gouging again. Let's not get too negative. I was just talking about is that what they deal with that Franklin? What it was their real estate? What do they do? I'm curious now. I'm curious now. Because they take care of their employees, but I want to see why they're failing.
it just
I
says
hate being positive, but
commercial
okay.
real estate and insurance brokerage.
Oh, okay. All right. Commercial real estate, yeah, because remember everybody's not. They went home working at home and stuff. They were taking a hit.
Yeah, well that too, and
They were taking a hit. I can see that now. It's
I
coming back. They're getting forced to go back into the office, so
I
it might be all right.
did a couple. I did a couple big side jobs right before I started with Kimberly Clark, and it was like the one I don't know how the guy I used to work with, I don't know how he landed some of these jobs. We were in a high rise at 17th and Arch in
Okay.
Philadelphia,
All right.
and I was like, we went in there to change out lights and some punch list items, and we go up there. I'm like there's nobody here. There's two offices that just have golf clubs. There's one lady at the front desk. There's one guy in this corner office. I
Right.
was like, where? I was like, where is everybody? Like, oh, they all work from home. We basically have this lease for the mailing address. I'm like that's it? She's like, no, it just looks super good on paper. So we have it just to have it as a mailing address. I'm like, that's crazy.
That is crazy. A lot of wasted
But
money there.
we're on like the 17th floor, overviewing this plaza and the fountain, all this crazy cool stuff. But I was like, I don't even know how we landed this job.
Yeah. As a guy that has to go work every day, I'm jealous. Just to let you know. Sorry, I am.
Yeah,
Remember with
I'd like
COVID,
to
we're
work
all
from home
working and
too.
yeah, we're all working. Our manager's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go home now." We're like, "Nice for
Yeah, so
you."
yeah, I'm working from home. Oh, I'm working from work today.
Yeah, me
That's what I
too.
work.
Oh man, you're essential. Thank you. Here's more toilet
Yeah.
paper. Here, have more free toilet paper. No
Here,
extra
here goes your
money.
overtime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh
It's like,
wait, can you work
man.
120 hours this week?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
See,
I was as they're home relaxing. Why'd you all of a sudden
yeah.
get COVID? We're around each other all day.
Yeah, you put 500 people in a building and you stayed home.
Yeah, yeah. How'd you get COVID? Oh man, that was fun old times. Fun old times.
I thought it was cool,
So
man. I came right in the beginning of COVID,
I
right in
thought it was
September
fun too,
2020.
actually
So
too.
I didn't know I didn't know what to expect coming in because my normal was COVID. So I came right into
Oh,
the bull
okay.
rush. I came right into the bull rush. I
Yeah,
didn't get a taste of anything else. I'm like, man, this is
right.
crazy.
Well, COVID made us like have a lot more freedom. I think that's where we kind of went nuts with some people went kind of nuts with the overtime because we had the freedom. They're like, work whatever you want, do this, do that, and then people got addicted.
Yeah.
I call it work overtime addiction. They just got addicted to that
Oh
money,
yeah.
and now since they're stopping it, next thing you're like, oh, I'm so used to the money. Well, should have saw it coming.
Yeah.
I kept warning them too. I kept warning all those people. I said it's gonna end. Can, start
I told a
living.
lot of people. I told
Lower
a
your
lot of people that they
salaries.
were there. I told a lot of people that were there longer than me because I came
Yeah,
from commercial industrial construction. So
yeah,
I've been in trenches. I've been on low paying jobs. I've been in sewage treatment plants. I've seen
right.
the grossest of gross, and I've been at 40 hours. I was really lucky throughout my apprenticeship where
Hmm.
I was a yes man. I wanted to work. I like
Oh
working. I
yeah,
like what I do. My
yeah,
boss saw that. He's like, all right, Jake, you want to work Saturday? Oh, Jake, you want to work Sunday? So
right,
he's asking me over 30-year guys because I say yes every weekend. I was
right.
23. He's like, you
Plus,
want to work this week? I'm like, I was like, yes, I do.
plus you get
And
paid.
yeah, but then when it's slow, we were dead on 40 hours a week. And so when I came to Kimberly Clark and everyone was like, oh, well, I'll just have to work 60 hours this week. I'm like, well, that's not a realistic number. I was like, you can't just work 60 hours every
Can't
week for no
maintain that.
reason.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, well, what are they going to do? They have to pay me. I'm like, yeah, they have to pay you, but they can cut your hours. Like, they won't do that. I'm like, dude, I was like,
No.
if things slow down, the overtime goes first. And
Oh
I'm a
yeah,
new guy.
yeah.
This is how the world works.
That's the way it was too. By the way, that's what I'm saying. COVID just made it. You forget all this stuff. I didn't forget because I come from, I mean, like you did. I came from the outside, as I call the outside world.
The real world.
Yeah, where times were tough. I lost my health care 5 times in 1 year. I had to work all these weird side jobs. Nothing weird. Just like going to North Philly and working for
Little
these
services,
people.
little
What's that?
services, little service jobs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember driving to Philly to a side job, and someone's calling me. Hey, can you do a service? I said, dude, I'm driving to North Philly. I really need you to do this service. I have no one. He's like, how much would you charge? I said, I'm turning around if you pay me $400. He paid me. I'm like, what? Just do $3. You know how people don't want to touch that. I did $3.
Oh,
I got
just to
paid
splice
400.
it in. Oh
That's
yeah.
it, $400, all live. Like, man, that's too much money. I'm like, it turned me around. I was going to a side job.
Yeah, right.
You know, that was that's when we were times were tough. Like me and you were going through times were tough.
Yeah, man.
You know,
A lot
you
of
just
people
got
never
lucky.
saw that.
That's why you learn to find side work. Now I'm finally going back to it. You know, because teaching now, I don't have a chance to work overtime like I used to, so I'm going back into the side work world.
Yeah, man, may as well. Never
Yeah.
hurts.
Yep.
There's guys down Kimberly Clark that do that. That just work 45 hours a week, and then like, oh man, like all my money and all my fun stuff comes from doing side jobs. It was like one guy in particular. He's like, he's have a handyman business outside of here. He's like, I'll silicone a hot tub. I'll, I'll silicone a bathtub. I'll
Right.
caulk your windows. I'll change your receptacles. He's like, whatever it is. He's like, I charge $50 an hour cash. That's my fun money. Kimberly Clark is my health care,
Yep.
my guaranteed paycheck. He's like, this is
Mm-hmm.
my bills and my adult stuff. He's like, all this money over here is all mine, all my fun stuff, all my toys. He's this is it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, I don't put my fun stuff in anybody else's hands. Like this is all me. I'm like,
Yep.
hey, that's a good way to be, dude.
Getting back into it slowly and surely, but I'm not killing myself when we get back into it. Hey,
Yeah,
so
there's no point.
I was looking at some more too. You ever heard of Eric Yuan? Yuan? No.
That sounds familiar, but
He's Zoom CEO.
how do you say what's his
Zoom.
last name? Eric.
Yuan, Yuan. So in 2023, he because he had to lay off 1,300 employees, he took a
Mhm.
98% pay cut and gave his bonuses to those 1,300 employees to help them, you know, find jobs and stuff. That
And when did he do that?
in 2023, he said it was it's for accountability, and empathy. Wanted to take care of his guys. He just didn't have any positions for him anymore. You know, downsizing does happen. I think that person did it the right way. You know, you still got to lay him off, give him some money.
Yeah.
You know,
A quick Google search on that guy. His net worth is $4.8 billion.
billion. You said billion?
With a B, big boy
Wow,
B.
wow.
Yeah, thousand. Yeah, fourth.
So he's okay.
Yeah,
He's okay
yeah,
doing that.
4,000 million.
Well,
Yeah,
I
he's
wonder
all
how.
right. I mean,
Did
that's great though. I mean, a lot
he?
of people wouldn't do that. That
No, they wouldn't.
13% would go right back. Maybe he'd be worth $5 billion right
98%.
now.
98% of that year. He took the 98% pay cut for that year. All right.
That's cool, man. 'Cause, I mean, he'd be worth $5 billion instead of 4.8.
Yeah, I'm just saying. No, that's a
Oh,
positive
dude.
story. You know, all the we're thinking positive today. You know,
Oh yeah,
uh,
no. That's. I mean, you look at the place that you left, and I'm hopefully soon leaving. They they cut all of our good stuff, and then they announced record profits, and then they announced layoffs, and then they're like, oh, we'll buy you guys sandwiches and backpacks. I'm like, oh, cool.
that's a
Like,
positive.
that's a good thing. And then like, oh, by the way, we changed your health care. We're giving you less. I'm like, dude. I was like, there's no winning here. I was like, what are you guys
Yeah,
doing?
you accepted it by accepting that sandwich. That was the contract.
Oh, dude, I know. And it was a
That was your
terrible hoagie
contract.
too.
Oh,
Terrible
that's a
hoagie.
shame.
Dry turkey. Dry turkey.
Oh, they got a discount
But
on it. That's why.
well, dude, they bought 400, and so
Yeah.
they again, you know, you've been there. They buy crew lunches,
Hmm.
so they buy like 300 sandwiches, 400 sandwiches a day.
Hmm.
So 4 crews, they're buying what 1,600 sandwiches. No,
Easy.
that's not right. Yeah,
No, for
1,600
a
sandwiches
shift. Yeah.
from one place.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like
Yeah.
crazy.
Hopefully they gave him warning. That. Ooh. Now there's another one. Now this is 2013. Another positive story. Satoru. Man, he's Satoru Iwata. He's Nintendo. Nintendo
What?
CEO,
Oh,
right?
Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo. 2013. Wii U did horrible. To avoid layoffs, he cut his salary in half to maintain those people's employment, and because of that, he helped retain the knowledge and helped them develop Nintendo Switch. Those individuals.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's awesome, dude. That's a big turnaround.
bad name, Bill. I'm bad at names. 2013. These are
Yeah, let me
positive
look at.
stories that I wanted
That's
to
because I was
just
looking.
share.
their new CEO or their president is not any easier to say. It's I think Shintaro Furukawa.
Okay. All right.
So I mean, those Asian names are tough, not to be ignorant, but
No, we're just
yes,
dumb
Satoru
Americans.
Iwata. I think you're right. I think you're right with that pronunciation.
That's what I thought. All right. Awesome. Yeah, I just wanted to share some success stories, some positives where.
I think I think they only replaced him because he passed away in 2015.
Yes, I do remember that. Yep.
Man, that's a shame.
Yes.
Another good one, since we've been so negative on corporations. Um, we are both from the construction field and
Yep.
maintenance and equipment servicing.
Right.
Construction is reported to we are reported to be the happiest employees in the United States workforce.
Oh, I can see that.
Um,
I mean,
it's like they base it on job satisfaction, rising wages, job
mm-hmm.
stability, and again, they're not going anywhere, especially electrical, carpentry, welding, steel, steam fitters, with all the new AI facilities that are going to be built and purchased and up and running, and then the automation, and then what's the other one? The new they're gonna have to upgrade the electrical grid, so that's going to be more guaranteed work for all sorts of people
linemen
and all these facilities. Oh man,
helicopter
HVAC
linemen.
techs.
Oh yeah.
HVAC techs, dude. Can you imagine the amount of work you'll have to cooling down these freaking AI? Not the AI. These
computer
mega
systems.
power plants. Yeah, these power plant systems they're gonna crazy, dude.
Not to
But
include
go ahead.
They're going to need more people to run those power plants. That right there is a high paying job. I forget what it's called. I
Dude,
think it's a
just
nuclear
just
operator.
Constellation. Where is it? Middletown, PA. One of their power plants.
Yeah,
Um,
they're hiring. I looked that
yeah,
up just recently.
they were hiring. And again, it's no Joe Schmo job. It's like it's a nuclear power plant operator, and it used to be NERC, which is like nuclear regulation. You got to pass a test every month. You have to be on top of your game, but it's $67 an hour plus a ton of overtime. So you're what is that, $135,000 with no overtime?
Yeah.
So you work 48
really
hours a week, dude. You're $200,000 a year. That's a cool gig too, man. I think that's one of those satisfying jobs too. Like, which like, man, I'm part of this. I'm part of why everyone around here has electricity. Like, that's a cool feeling, I think.
Well, they also get in charge, like in case there's surges. They have to negotiate, try to stop the surge from happening. If the power's going down, they got to figure out how to move it. They got to call like Kimberly Clark and say, "Hey, can you shut your power plant down?" They got to do that kind of stuff. So it's a lot of
We
work.
see
It's
that with
stressful, very stressful.
Well, I'll say, because even then we see that with, like, if we have any major upsets, like if we're because we put power back on the grid.
Right, because they call us and
Well, so we sell it back. That's kind of what the package is. Like, if we're generating excess, we put it back on.
Right.
If we generate too much, then they can charge us. Or if we generate nothing at all, they can charge us. Like, so, and there's pros and cons. So, but we most of the time are a pretty good standing. We distribute 69,000 volts back to the grid.
Right.
But it's pretty cool, man. Like, I think a lot of that stuff's really cool. The aerial linemen, like you mentioned, like the helicopter guys, I would love to do that. Those are big time jobs. A lot of those helicopter pilots are actually retired military.
Oh, really?
So they have the best of the best training.
Wow.
Yeah, you figure you're in a helicopter next to a pole, and you got to put this guy next to a cable without destroying. Yeah, because if you come down 5 more feet, your blades are hitting the cables. So you got to be right there.
They're so straight; they don't hardly move. Those helicopters, they're
Dude, that's what I'm saying. They hire the best of the best trained.
Yeah.
Which I thought that was another cool aspect too.
Watching the guys work up there too, you're like, "Ooh, my back be dying."
Oh, dude, I would love put me out there. Sign me up.
When I was younger, my back be killing. I'm not afraid of heights, so it wouldn't bother me.
I would do it tomorrow, man. Like, especially when they put out the wand. They put out the wand to
oh yeah, with the arcing.
Make the helicopter. But they what that does, it gives the helicopter and yourself all the same potential potential. So it's all one. You're part of the circuit.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool. They were saying, I was listening to some interviews with those guys. They said the only part that really sucks is when you're connecting to and pulling away from a city. They said it feels like fire ants crawling up your arm.
Ooh, okay.
But other than that, dude, I would love to do that though. Watching all that, I think that stuff's super cool.
Yeah, I was watching it the other day, and
But
in my
it is
one
like
video
a
I
lot of the
talked about it. It's good paying though, real good paying job.
oh big time.
Oh
But
yeah.
again, like with those, it's like Kimberly Clark puts out 69,000 volts, which is huge.
Oh yeah.
But those guys, like Japan, some of their lines are like 765,000 volts,
Really?
and like
I thought there was
a lot of
69 kVA those lines. Okay,
no,
they're higher than
a
that.
lot of our distribution in America is like 400,000, 300,000. We get some big numbers.
Oh,
I think
okay.
Japan, the highest I've seen is Japan is 765,000 volts. I'm like, that's crazy. And those guys get out there and walk the cables. They walk down and do their inspections and put their spacers and insulators in.
Yeah.
But again,
Yeah.
dude, I think that would be one of the coolest jobs.
Because that's what I was talking about in my video was the cool jobs too, like that, and also underwater welding. I had a
Yeah.
relative who became an underwater welder in Philly. That's where the school, one of the major schools are.
Mhm. I thought about doing
That
that.
sounds interesting. You can't see; it's all done by feel. That's what he
Yeah.
told me. You know, that sounds
Oh
like an
yeah. Well,
interesting job.
I think around here, a lot of that stuff you can't see anything.
Right.
But I know, like watching like oil rig, they get underwater welders out there. Those guys are crazy. Like in the northern shores, like the North Atlantic,
Yeah.
those guys are crazy. Like that's devastating water as it is, and you're going in to weld to repair this freaking rig out in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't know what's in there with you, and you're getting pummeled by waves.
Yeah. That's what he
I think
said.
that'd be cool.
Yeah. That's why I'm
I
all
think,
these cool jobs that our CEOs can't do, but that's all right. It's true.
yeah. And then another cool one I was going to go to school for was pipeline welding.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
I
that'd
wanted
be
so it's like
neat.
kind of
That'd
like
be
the
neat.
opposite of like what like we avoid now. We avoid the arc flash. Like they are controlling and harnessing it. We avoid it at all cost.
Right.
There's like two opposite spectrums. They're using it to their advantage, and I just thought that was cool. But I was going to go to school for that, buy my own truck, build my own rig, get ready, and just go out. And wherever the pipeline was, I was going to go. I mean, I was 25, single, no kids, just a couple of friends. All I had was a truck and a motorcycle. I was like, man, I'm buying a new truck. I'm going to get a generator. I'm going to get the welder. I'm out of here, dude. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
So some of those guys, like especially if you file your own LLC or your own per diem, like you charge $200 an hour, and you work out there for 4 months, follow the pipeline, do 16-hour days, dude. You're
Making money.
unreal.
Not
Tax
married,
tax
but
man always,
making money. Just kidding.
yeah, but you figure
I'm
you do
joking.
that for, and I don't want to sound like, I wouldn't say sexist, but I think it's different for a man to do that, or women can do it too. I don't want to say
Yeah.
that, but
Right.
we don't have the same biological time clock.
Right.
So we can go and experience life and settle down later than women can, because their time clock really starts ticking once they hit 35. So we can go out and settle down at 35 and 38 and
Right.
still have the family feel to it.
And that's I'm just messing around, but I just noticed from our workplace, the ones who work like 3 billion hours, they got 4 wives so far. You know,
Hey man, yeah,
it is what it is.
yeah, can't fix everything, dude. And I had the conversation with a guy today, like, and I experienced it, and he tries to tell people about it. Like once you get the taste of that over time, then you just start chasing that paycheck.
Over
And that's
time
where these
gets
guys
you.
are. It's where these guys lose 2 or 3 wives, and their kids don't talk to them anymore.
Yeah.
So I was telling the guy today I was on swing shift for not even long. We were in the DuPont schedule, but I got to taste that overtime. I mean, I had a a 5-month-old baby. Me and my wife weren't married yet, so we're saving for a wedding. We're saving for a house. We're saving for the first birthday. We're just tons of bills coming in. So I'm hammering away. My wife's a stay-at-home mom, hammering away, working 90 hours a week, night work. So I'm going at 2 p.m., coming home at like 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I sleep for a couple hours and I go back to work. So
Yeah, I did that when I first got
I
there too.
missed the first baby steps. I'm like, when did this happen? She's like, oh, that was last week. I'm like, I'm done with this, man. I'm not doing this anymore. I missed that. I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, that's the fine line, right? You got to figure out what the fine line is for you.
Oh,
I did
I
that.
found my balance, dude. Can't get time back with kids and my wife. So
Yeah,
I can always make money. I can't always get time.
yeah. That's why when I did that too, it just was tough because I like spending time with the family too.
Hmm.
You know, good old times with the family. Even though
Yeah,
now
man.
they're all grown and stuff, but yeah.
I see. I got a 5 and a 2. I come home. I'm still the hero. So I'm trying to stay in that stage for a little while.
That lasted till 12. Yeah, that's
Yeah. So I mean, I got 7 years and 10 years.
yeah. Once in a while, you get one that stays longer. That'd be cool. You know.
Well, they
Oh
always
man.
come back. Like I watched it like with my sister. I have an older sister. She's like, I watched her go through a stage of hating my dad and then coming back, and now it's like she's daddy's little girl again. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I got something to look forward to.
Uh huh. Yep. And then how to navigate the boyfriends and stuff. That's kind of not
Guns. I have
not
guns.
easy. I know. No, but without pissing them off at the same time. They get
Yeah,
very
but
protective. They get very protective of the boyfriends.
I know.
You know.
They'll
So,
understand one day.
did you see anything else while you were looking around with anything positive we want to talk about today? I was talking about all the CEOs lowering their salaries. That was awesome. Just wish
Yeah,
more
there's a lot of
people
good
did.
things. There is good people out there. There's good companies. A lot of these tech companies, a lot of the tech companies really take care of their people. They really
Really?
uh,
Which
appreciate and
ones?
establish. Well, like Google, Microsoft,
You did
Nvidia.
say that. Okay.
These places are really appreciating the innovation that their employees are providing, which is in itself is a huge morale booster. Like right now, I'm kind of at wit's end with where I'm at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um,
So was I. That's why I left.
a little bit. I'm not looking for praise. I don't want to be babied and put on this pedestal, but it's like, hey man, like we appreciate what you did.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. I don't need the pizza party. I don't need any extra money. I don't need a bonus. Just
Right.
that little bit of recognition. It feels like I'm providing. It feels like I'm helping
Right.
progress. Like, and that's what kind of fell off in the culture where I'm at now. That's where I kind of felt. It's like, man, like I just did all this work and they cut our overtime and
Which is a
they're
shame.
cutting our health care
We're like a
and they're
team.
blaming us.
We're like a well-oiled machine there. We were doing
Yeah.
so good. We were kicking butt, keeping production up. You were saving them. You and your counterpart were saving so much money in your projects. You know, like,
Oh yeah.
massive amount of money, including fixing contractors' projects, which I used to do
Dude,
all
does
the
all the
time. I used to
time.
fix it right after they get done. I was given all their crap and had to fix it, and they would never come back because they're not going to be able to fix it. That's the
Well, they
stuff that
already get
you did.
well,
You know,
they get paid. Why would they come back? They get paid for their contract. Like, why would you come back? Your job's done.
because it's not right.
They kind of they wash their hands. Like, okay, well, they're gonna call me back anyways.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I
And that's
always.
part of the problem too. We got two major contractors down our facility that
Mm-hmm.
is time and time again. It's like, man, how did that job cost $200,000? Like that's management asking me. I'm like, I don't know. Why'd you pay it?
Yeah,
Why did
yeah,
you ask them? Why did you ask them to audit their expenses and itemize it for you? How did you get to $200,000? It's like that's your job.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
not me. And
Well,
like, I think another one for me too was our 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 union. And again, it kind of goes back to the union, dude. It's not even like the company. I understand saving money. I understand maximizing profit. I
right.
get that.
They're doing a
And then our
management
union
thing.
comes in. Our union comes in and starts defending the company. It's like, oh, well, contractor prices were here and maintenance costs were here, and usually it's one or the other. It's not usually both. I'm like, I think, dude, you're supposed to be on our side.
Yeah,
Tell them to get the contractors out. That's simple. Stop paying the contractors. We can do the same job. And like,
yeah,
oh well, do 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 do,
yeah,
and they talk around it. It's like, dude, like I pay you. to defend me and you're defending the company.
Mm.
Either they're paying him more and there's a conflict of interest. I don't
Well,
know.
remember the joke was the one engineer, they have a private suite at Duffers. And that was the joke, right? The private
Yeah,
suite.
well,
Well, I'm not going to say the contractor name, but it was the contractor name suite in Duffers. Duffers is a great place, by the way, guys. I love the place. We just had a 25th anniversary on Sunday, danced my butt off. Uh, but, the joke was because of we feel there's some sort of corruption going on. The contractors keep getting work. They keep ripping us off, but they keep getting work. So the joke was they have a suite, provided by that contractor.
yeah, and I think I'll say one outright, C.R. Myers. I mean, they're a gigantic uh, contracting company, and they do all sorts of work.
Right.
Uh, they're a nationwide Kimberly-Clark standard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand that. And then they use our equipment, they use some of our tools, they work on
Right.
our machinery, and then they get to this number. Like, how did you guys get to $90,000 in one day? Where did that number come from?
Right.
And then our management and our logistics just pay it. I'm like, well, ask them what, ask them how you got to 90,000.
Audit it. Yeah.
That's simple. It's like the same thing. If you have a contractor coming in your house, like, oh well, this could be $12,000. Like, how'd you get to 12?
Itemize
It's the
it so
same
many
thing.
things.
Like, yeah, like, are you just gonna pay $12,000? Like, oh, what are you guys doing for me to that I'm gonna pay you $12,000? You're like, what am I getting for this fee?
Right.
And the contractor tells you.
Yeah.
Corporations are like, well, sign on the dotted line. Why are we paying so much money? Why did we lose so much money this year?
And it's not really not really accountability because they do
No
stuff, mess it up,
accountability.
and they just move on, pay them to fix their own mess up, pay them more.
Yeah,
That's what I've seen with this contracting world. But it's just the way they have it established down there. I mean, I talked to a few engineers, and they're like, "No offense, Sean, I'd rather deal with a contractor because you guys fight us tooth and nail." I'm like, "Well, we fight you because you're not right."
I say like you
Contractor's not
should
going to
listen
listen
to
to you. Contractor's going to do exactly what you tell them,
say
even
that
if he's
too,
not
and it's
right.
like if you're arguing with the people that have to maintain the equipment,
Yeah.
that buy the parts for the equipment, that have to deal with the obsolescence and rewire stuff. You're dealing with the people that are day in and day out on this equipment.
Right.
We're not all dumb.
No.
Like we're trying to help out and we're trying to point out these little components that would help us and
Mm-hmm.
hopefully help you. And a lot of them take that as us being stubborn. It's like, dude, like we're not. It's like we're trying to make our lives easier too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you get the guys that, and there are benefits to going contractor, even like when they do the work correctly. It's like
Right.
you pass off the liability,
Mm-hmm.
you pass
Yep.
off the drawings, you pass off the engineering,
Yep.
you give your 2 cents and some drawings. Say this is what I want. Here's your permits. Here's a lockout.
Yeah. They
Here
call it
you go.
turnkey. Turnkey.
Yeah, like here you go. Take it over. And again, like if they mess
Yep.
up, it does land back on the contractors.
Mm-hmm.
They are more readily available to throw 15 guys at it during
Yeah.
day work.
Right. Right. Because
And the
we're
other
there to
thing is
service the
too,
equipment. We're there to service. That's what I always tell us. We're there
yeah,
to service the equipment.
and the other thing is too, uh, a lot of guys don't want to do that work. Like I like it, my partner likes it, you liked it.
I enjoy it very much. Yeah.
Bob Marandola, who's retired now, he liked it. I think it's more hands on. You understand it better,
Well,
and
you
you
get to
take
learn your
accountability
machines. You
for
get
it.
to learn your
Yeah,
machines that way.
yeah, you take accountability and you know everything about it. You become a
Yes.
subject matter expert,
Yep.
and it's simple.
Yep.
Not everyone sees it that way. They just want to show up and do their job. It is what it is. For them. It is what it is. Like, oh well, if I can't figure it out, that's on the company.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, well, okay.
Well, I talked to a few people leaving, possibly leaving from there too, like you said. I'm not naming names, but there's some jobs they're thinking about going to. You're like, oh, this guy really doesn't do much at work now.
Hmm.
He's going to a place
Happy,
where it's a whole different animal.
yeah, real
They've
work, dude.
always been there, and now you're going from always being somewhere where it's so easy and stuff to somewhere when you come to me and you, contractor world, we know how hard it is. I've
Yeah, it's
always
like you want to
said that
complain.
the hardest day at Kimberly Clark was like a dream back in the contracting world. You know.
Dude, when I was non-union industrial,
Yeah.
I remember running a duct bank in a 4 foot deep trench,
Right.
3 feet wide as the bucket was. We're getting scooped out 4 feet deep for a duct bank.
Mm.
And so we're running, I think it was 6 4 inch conduits and 2 5 inch conduits down this trench. And we would do 120 feet at a time.
Yeah.
So our excavator would dig out for us and we'd run conduit right behind him.
Right.
And then we'd do 120 feet worth. And then at the end of the day, get 10 yards of concrete that'd cover that trench at that depth and width. It would get you 110 feet. 10 yards of concrete would get you 110 feet of duct bank. And then we'd start the next day at that fresh 10 feet again.
Right.
The one day it was raining so hard. And luckily we were far ahead of the trench. We were far in the trench, like we were next to the excavator, but behind us it was raining so hard the trench started caving in. And it was only 4 foot deep, but it starts caving in and we're like racing the cave in. Now I'm like, dude, like what are we doing?
Ooh,
So like a bed, and that wasn't even my worst day at work.
Mm-hmm.
So Kimberly
So that,
Clark, dude, was like,
man. Oh, back in
when people talk about hard work, it's like, dude, you are so disconnected from the real world.
because where I worked, you had to work to make money. If you didn't work, you didn't get paid. And so one time I had 103.9 fever, but I did not know I had 103.9 fever. I just felt like crap. And I'm working because I need the money. And my foreman looks at me like, dude, you look like you're about to die. Get out of here. And
Mm.
I'm driving home, falling asleep on the wheel, barely make it home. And my wife does my text my temperature. I'm 139.9. She throws me right in the bathtub, and it took me 2 days to recover. But I had to make money, so that's why I kept working. Thank goodness my foreman
Yeah, man.
paid me. But that's the stuff you do as a contractor, because some contractor world you don't get paid unless you work. You know, you
There's
probably had
some,
vacation. I didn't. I had vacation fun. I got extra money and I put in the bank. I don't know about you.
so
Extra money in the bank, you're going to spend it. You're not going to use it for vacation.
that's the one hard part for me too, like coming from that world. It's like when I left commercial industrial, the company that I worked for, after 6 months, you were given 1 week vacation, no carryover, no sick days. So I did get a paid vacation week,
Mm-hmm.
but there's no vacation fund. There's no extra funds that I could put into, no HSAs and stuff like that. It was just I have my health insurance and I get 1 week vacation. After
Right.
5 years, you get 2 weeks vacation, which was
Okay.
cool.
Right.
After 10 years, you get 3 weeks.
Okay.
There is no more than 3 weeks. That is it. You top out 3 weeks, no more.
Right.
Uh, so coming into Kimberly Clark, I started with 2 weeks and 4 floaters. So I had 14 days off to start. When I left my other company, I just got my second week. I'm like, dude, got 10 days off there. I'm the new guy here and I get 14.
Yeah.
So then you listen to these guys, they're like, oh yeah, how hard it is to use 7 weeks vacation. I'm like, dude, like,
Yeah, I remember that.
I was like, that's what you're complaining about? Like having to use 7 weeks vacation? I'm like, dude, like, imagine, like, it's like when I was born, my dad didn't have enough vacation time and stuff like that. So like like I think it's the same with my brother and sister too. Like we were born, my dad saw my mom in the hospital and then went back to work.
Yeah.
Like he like popped in and went back to work. He's like, oh man, this is great. Okay, I'll see you at home. He's like,
Yeah. I had
dude,
hernia surgery and I went back to work after 3 days because I had to work. And dude, I was in so much pain. I just sucked it up.
yeah, dude, it's bad. It's bad. Yeah.
Oh man, but you had to make money. It's just the way the contract. Luckily, it was I was working at Eddystone, Pico, and so it wasn't hard labor. I think I was
That's
just
good.
putting lights up or something easy.
And then a different side of that is this is 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of the masons on one of the big school jobs I was on, and they're doing cinder block walls and foundation and that stuff.
Right.
I had to run my conduit in their walls through the voids of the block, run a conduit up the wall. So I'm working side by side with these guys and asking them how things work for those guys and how their pay is. And like, dude, like back when I started, you got paid per block. And if you didn't put down 100 a day, you weren't getting Like if you only get that per block once you hit 100 blocks,
Oh,
and then it's per block. So like if you don't hit 100 blocks in that day, you're only getting a percentage of that. You're not getting the full 100 blocks pay. He's like,
wow.
some guys were like, yeah, he's like, I was like $1 a block. I'm like what?
Yeah,
Like you're getting
wow.
$100 a day. I was like, no way, dude.
Wow.
So like some of those guys were moving though. And again, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
they got fast.
labor violations now, but it
Mm.
created strong men. So they're putting 200 blocks down a day, and you got a team of five. So they're putting up a
Oh, yeah.
150-foot long wall, 8 feet
Right.
high in one day. I'm like, oh, this is crazy.
Yeah, they're fast. And don't piss
Yeah,
them
well, and
off.
then again,
If you piss them off, you get concrete in your pipe. But don't. Yeah, they're fast. I
so
had one.
I never got that.
My head guys at my work piss off them, and next thing you know, we can't get any we can't get any wire in there because it's filled with concrete.
So I only had that. I had that one time, and it was the biggest job I've ever been on. I think it was the biggest job my boss ever took on at that time. It was
Right.
in
Well,
Skipback.
you probably
It
became
was greater.
friends with them, though. That's probably what helped you out. I mean, I did.
So
I did too. I
a
became
lot of
friends with the Mason guys. These guys, the
yeah.
other guys,
So
pissed them
all
off.
so the one job in particular, uh, everybody dogged us. All the other jobs I've ever been on, there's always like one or two guys that are like, okay, he's whacked out.
Right.
But 95% of them were awesome people. And then like there's this one job we got really taboo because we were non-union, but we had 85 guys. So
Mm-hmm.
we got half of um, a brand new prison
Mm-hmm.
in Skippack, PA.
Right.
So it's called SCI Phoenix, right next to the old prison, Graterford.
Okay.
27 buildings. I think we got 14 of them, and we had rebar rammed through our boxes and into the conduit. We had
Ooh.
pipes filled with concrete and mortar.
Mm.
We had at that same time, my boss was going through a lawsuit with Local 98 with Timmy Brown and John Doherty,
Mm.
and they started throwing resumes on his desk of 98 electricians that were laid off. And like, all right, well now this is labor law. This is labor discrimination. You're not hiring our guys. And my boss like, I'm not hiring at all. He's like, how's this labor? So he got sued over that. Now
Right.
we went through a temp agency. Now we're getting 98 electricians, and then it's like, all right, now we got rocks, nuts, and bolts, and we got all thread. We got markers shoved in our conduit. It's like, dude, like such a nightmare. And we're just getting dogged every day. And sometimes it took us 9 hours to pull 30 feet of wire. And you're talking
Mm.
three 12 gauge strain of wires for 20 amp circuit for a receptacle. It took
Yeah.
us 9 hours to get through that pipe
Mm-hmm.
box to box because there's so much freaking grout and concrete in it. Like, what do, dude? You just pour a bunch of chemicals down. There's like concrete eaters and all sorts of stuff, and then you got your drill with a fish tape just drilling into the pipe. And dude, it's
Yeah.
absolute nightmare. And we got dogged hard for it. It's like, dude, like I'm just trying to make a living just like everybody else.
Right. Right.
And like
Right. They don't
some
see
of the
that
guys that we
though.
got, yeah, some of the guys that we got from '98 were super cool. And
Right.
I
Right.
was an apprentice at the time, so I would get put with any journeyman. And I wish I could remember his name. His first name's Jim. I forget his last name. He was a '98 guy.
Right.
One of the coolest dudes I ever worked with. He taught me so much. And I just like didn't care about the union, non-union things. Like, he's like, we're all here to make money.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's like, I was born and raised in China. I moved to Delaware. He's like, when I get laid off of this job, because he was a temp, we didn't keep the temps. Like all those '98 guys, after we slowed down, we laid those guys off,
Right. Right.
just like '98 would. He's like, right after I get laid off of this, he's like, I'm liquidating my 401k and I'm buying a Corvette. He's like, I don't care. He's like, I'm here to make money. You're here to make money. He's like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be easier if we just work together. I'm like, man, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Good old times. Good old times.
Yeah, there's a lot of great people
Contracting
out
day.
there.
Yep.
And I'll have to say you meet a lot more personalities in contracting, but there's not as many depressing characters in contracting as there is in maintenance and servicing. It's
more
like,
ball busting. You better be able to not
yeah,
be
yeah, come
sensitive.
in with bring your thick skin today.
Yeah, yeah, and better bring it too. You know, ball bust back. That was
Yeah,
fun though.
so but there's
That made the day go fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you didn't run into as many like pissy attitudes and like people that like thought the company owed them something. It's like, dude, like
Sometimes you did,
that.
but yeah, no,
Yeah, but not, it
majority no.
wasn't too. It was, yeah, it was far and few between. It's like, oh man, I don't want to work with that guy. But
Yeah.
now it's like in the maintenance field, it's like, dude's like, yo, the company doesn't buy me tools. I'm not doing that. Like, company already bought all of your tools. Like, how,
Yeah. When I first
like,
got there, I
dude,
was
you
buying my
understand?
own tools. It just became a
I,
thing after the last 5, 6 years. That's it. Used to
I
buy
say
my own
when I
tools.
got hired, I wasn't allowed. I brought my own tool bag in,
Mm.
and like, now you got to bring that home. We supply tools. I'm like,
That
dude,
became a thing.
I have all of these tools at home.
Yeah.
I don't want dough. I don't want them in my house. Like this,
Yeah.
it's just a giant section of my basement that I can't use now because I had
Mm.
everything from contracting for commercial industrial. Then I tried to start my own business. I'm like, I can just bring in
Yeah.
half this stuff. That would
Right.
save me big time. They're like, no, just we'll buy you tools. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to complain about that though. I mean,
No.
this,
No. I
but
brought
there's
them.
people that do it. There's people that do the. It's like, oh well, they don't buy us these. I'm like, hey, dude, I don't care if they bought me Pittsburgh wrenches from
Yeah.
Harbor Freight.
Yeah.
They're not mine.
You're right. Right.
No one's ever bought
Well,
me anything besides my parents.
they got themselves into a prima donna attitude. It just happens because they had it so easy. We had it so easy for the
I
longest
think it
time.
came, but I think a lot of those guys that are that way are generational too.
True.
Like the guys that had fathers and grandfathers, like their mothers or their aunts and uncles worked there. Those guys, I think the generational people are like, oh well, they
Yeah.
did this for 40 years. I've been doing this for 15 years.
All right.
This is how it should be for another 15 years. Like I was like, dude, like
Yeah.
this isn't the real world, man. Like this doesn't happen
Yeah.
anywhere else.
Nowhere else, and that's why they're called prince and princesses. Those people, or
Yeah.
that's what they're called, because they think they can get away with stuff, and they do. They do. That's why
Hey,
when we
good
would
for
do
them.
orientation, we always tell those who don't have anybody, come talk to us. That way we can
Yeah.
help you out instead of the princess. Uh, yeah, it's good old times. Well, you got anything else you want to talk about, or we?
Um, I guess another like positive side is like they're the people that are up and coming or they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Um, construction will have and will always have a need and a high demand for skilled trades.
Oh yeah.
We talked about before um, the generational gap from me to the generation ahead of me.
Hmm.
Like 10 years of people that were just brainwashed that college was the only way to go. College was the only
Yeah.
way to get a
Yeah.
job and be able to retire. So
Hmm. Well, there's going to be a lot of
I'm not,
jobs opening up soon. Between me leaving
yeah,
and other people
const-
and all the
construction's
stuff going. Yeah. Not just
construction
construction,
and
maintenance too. Though
yeah,
manufacturing's coming
construction,
back.
maintenance, the
You know.
trades, it is labor
Oh.
intensive. It is harder on the body,
Yeah.
but it's a high demand. It's
Hmm.
good money. It's
Well,
good retirement.
definitely service
You won't
techs.
be CEO money,
No, but you'll be living a
but
good life.
you can have nice, yeah, you can have great things. I know a lot of people
Hmm.
that have houses down the beach. They got Corvettes, they got
Yeah.
motorcycles, they got big trucks. The
Right.
money's there.
Hmm.
Um, there's a lot of different opportunities. Like the one company that I accepted an offer from,
Hmm.
I just have to do the background check and drug test, which I don't do
You're
anything.
you're
So
good.
there's
Yeah.
no way to fail. Yeah,
Yeah.
no way to fail unless I don't show up.
Right.
Um, they want people to work overtime.
Hmm.
Like you service our equipment, you maintain our equipment, you allow us to be the entity that we are.
Right.
We want you to work.
Right.
We want you to make the money. If you want it, it's there.
Yeah. If it's
Um,
there, yeah,
and
and it's
there's
gonna
different
be there.
opportunities too. Like with the said company, like I don't have to stay a technician. I can go and do their apprenticeship and do lineman. I could do
Hmm.
their apprenticeship and go gas. Like there's different avenues, and then you can jump up and go into a supervisor position.
Right.
You can move out of supervisor to management. They don't contain you to this bubble that we are.
So you got
You're
progression.
allowed. There's forward advancement.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
don't keep you down. They want people to advance. They want people to do good.
Yeah.
And right now, I mean, like the wave that I'm catching is a giant a wave of attrition that they're getting ready for. It's not a void that they're filling. They're trying to
Right.
get ahead of the curve.
Which
So
are
these people can train all the new people. They can train them so they don't get blindsided with, okay, now what do we do?
yeah.
Now we got 25 guys retiring. What do we do now? So they have these giant waves of hiring that they're doing. They're expanding their teams. They're expanding their apprenticeships.
Right.
They're so far ahead right now. It's incredible. And
That's
there's a lot of
helpful
cool
though.
things with them too. Oh yeah, and like the company that I'd be going for is utility.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going anywhere. Not
No.
for the foreseeable future.
No.
So you get the financial stability, you got the growth, you
Right.
got the satisfaction, you got the high demand. Like
And you're gonna have a lot more people going to that field. You know, there's a lot more
yeah, and then
openings
like
will be
you get
opening up because you got more places expecting
and
more
then like
power.
too like you have the diverse opportunities. Like you don't have to stay in the field. Like me personally, I like being outside. I like construction. I like
Right.
building stuff and fixing stuff. But they have drafting, they have engineering, they just hired CEOs and all sorts of people, like big mega jobs. Like you don't have to
Right.
stay in the construction side or the maintenance side. You can go to the facility side and the desk
Right.
job. You
Yeah.
have those opportunities. Those are out there
Mm-hmm.
with some of these big corporations. You have that path you can navigate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or say you do 25 years of hard labor, like okay, now it's time to slow down a little bit. Those
Yeah.
opportunities are there to navigate to a more desirable position.
Right. Right.
So
Well, you're getting
there's
your
a
foot
lot
in
of
the
good things
door.
out there too.
As you get seniority, like you said, you'll get more positions. Get older, you're like, kind of want to be less in the field, more into because that's what I got. I got into the point where I want to be less in the field and more using the brain power as I get older. You
See,
know what I
for
mean?
me, it's like I'm 33 now. It's like man, like I went from construction to my own
Mm-hmm.
construction contract, and then I went to maintenance, which is it's like slow motion compared to
Oh yeah.
construction. So I'm in
Oh
like
yeah.
slow motion now. I'm like trying to get out. And it's like I'm going to a similar position that I think is going to be relatively slow,
Mm-hmm.
but paid well. So
Right.
my thing is like now it's like, man, do I wait a couple of years and then go lineman? Because like
Mm-hmm.
that'd be sweet. And then like hopefully transition to aerial lineman, which would be a
Yeah.
dream of mine.
It would
Or
be.
do I ride at this one because it's easier on the body. I can do this for 40 years.
Right.
I can work forever in this position. Or do I go into I don't
Management,
know. Well, not even management. Like, because I think if I went into
like a
like
former or something.
linemen and stuff like that, like I would never leave. I don't think
Right. Right.
because once you get the foreman position, it's like, oh, you can work if you want to, but you're like, all right, well, so and so, we're pulling this cable from here to here. Get your bucket truck over here. You get your truck over here. We'll get the
Right.
pulley set up. We're pulling this cable today. I'm like, that'd be cool too. Coordinating
Yeah.
all that because you have the experience to pass
Right.
on.
Right.
That's a
Experience and
cool.
knowledge.
It's a cool. Oh, dude, it's like.
Mm-hmm.
Like again, like I'll never be rich because I don't unless I start my own business again.
Right.
I know that I'll never be the mansion in the Outer Banks like I want.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that. So I mean, it's still great career, great life. My
Yeah.
kids
That's what I
are
loved about the trades.
freaking doing
That's why I
great,
keep talking about it in my other channel. I keep talking about people getting in trades any way they can.
dude.
There's so many paths, so many jobs available right now. Definitely service techs. You know, there's jobs out
Well,
there
even
where you
then,
service equipment. They give you a car, get a gas card, you fix their equipment.
mhm.
Some will teach you welding. Some will teach you other things besides electrical.
Dude,
So you
you
can
know who's doing
service.
that too is uh some tree companies are offering that.
Yeah, I
Like for
saw
you
that.
start as like
I saw
they
that.
teach you how to drive like skid steers and different
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. And you have opportunity to be an arborist where you climb the trees and
Yeah.
uh, like you're the guy 70 feet up in the tree limbing it, or
Mm-hmm.
you can be a lot of those guys do their own maintenance on their own equipment. So
Yeah.
they'll teach you welding, they'll teach you mechanic work, they'll teach
Yep.
you in-house stuff in the garage so you can get away from Mother Nature and be
Yeah.
inside and you pick up trades is like and they're
Right.
even then like bottom dollar guys are starting at $35 an hour.
Yeah. Just
And
gotta
it's
find
good
it.
money,
Gotta find it for like
dude.
those jobs that are going because of whatever reason. just look for a trades job. I mean, unless you're a total bum, you shouldn't have no problem getting in it.
I go on LinkedIn, dude. That's how I found Kimberly Clark. That's how I found my new job. That's how
Yeah.
all the jobs I've ever applied to. Like a non-union company offered me $45 an hour to start.
Right.
It's more than I make now. Like a
Yeah.
non-union company offered me more than this. It's like I
Yeah.
was like, okay, I know. I was like, no, I know the money's out there. So I was like, I
Yeah.
kept looking. And,
That's what I got my job from Glassdoor. That's why one of the things I talked about was the different ones: Glassdoor, LinkedIn, Indeed, Monster. They have so
Mhm.
many. They even say apprenticeships. Looking for apprentices. It says it right there
Yeah,
on the posting.
because I know
And
because
they.
you're in media. I'm in
Uh,
Aston. I know there's this place in Chichester that they're looking for apprentices right now, right
yeah.
in Boothwyn.
And there's a
There's just
couple
so
in
many, so many
Jersey too. There's
places.
a couple in Jersey. Electrical. One, I think it was commercial. They were looking for apprenticeships. There was a
Jer
electrical sign company in Philadelphia looking for one.
in Jersey and Delaware, New York, Maryland, actually all the surrounding states around us.
Hmm.
Um, when you're done your apprenticeship, they make you get your electrical license.
Okay.
Pennsylvania, you're not required to do that because you can work under your company's license.
Right.
You work under a blanket. But
Yeah.
Jersey and Delaware, Maryland, New York, they require you to get your license after your apprenticeship. I'm like, dude, like after that, you can go anywhere, dude.
Kind of makes sense. I'm trying to get my license right now. I gave it up a long time ago when to Kimberly Clark. Now I'm trying to get it back.
So I let my Delaware license lapse, and I regret it now. It's like because when I got it with Kimberly Clark, I'm like, I'm never leaving, dude. So what do I need this license for?
Yeah, I thought
I
too
won't
bad.
have time to do side work in Delaware.
Hmm.
Now I'm out. I'm like, man, like I wish I'd have just paid the $100 for the renewal fee. Now I got to
Yeah.
redo the test. I
Yeah.
missed the renewal. So they allow you a certain amount of time to renew it after it expires, and I missed it by like a year. I'm like, dude, big dummy. Be
I,
$100
I,
bucks.
I think I'm gonna probably sign up for that probably the next couple weeks
Yeah, why
myself.
not, dude?
Yeah.
Build build the portfolio. That's another one I'm big on
Heck
is build
yeah.
the portfolio. If you can
Hmm.
get the knowledge, you can get some paperwork out of it.
Hmm.
Any training,
Yep.
take it all.
Well,
Take
that's
the training.
get myself qualified to teach NFP 70E. Get qualified for that, and then other things myself. Find anything I can
Call
to make
Kimberly
the money.
Clark because I know. Call Kimberly Clark after that because I know. I think our engineers don't care to. Not that they don't care. It's like I think they have better things they could be doing instead of teaching a bunch
Yeah.
of grown
Oh,
men
I
during
might
the
call him.
day.
Might call him. Get
Hey
certified.
man,
Call
like,
him.
hey man, I know your system already. I know the ins and
Yep.
outs. I know your drawing system. I know what you guys want. I can provide that.
Yeah. A union official
Free
once
up your
told me that.
time.
Union because I'm trying to training business. Like, won't you come back as a trainer? I'm like, really? You're a union official telling me that? I'll be competing against your trainer. You sure? I'm like, all right. That
Well,
was
it's
that
you
was
could
funny.
you can you could think of it that way, or you can think of yourself as an asset to them.
Yeah.
You're taking things off of their plate. Same thing with like the Alan Bradley training we get from Intellect.
Yeah. Good.
They went through with that after you left.
Good. Good. It's good training.
We all
Shit.
we all got this expert level training after you left. Like, oh no, we're not doing this anymore. Blah 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 blah. Ken Shrika goes, we're going through with that.
Yeah.
So
Good.
everyone got it. It's like, okay, man. So
Awesome.
it's another
Awesome.
certificate with my name on it. But
How was it?
so
It's supposed to be a higher level one. How was it? Was it a little bit more
it was higher
complicated?
level.
Not for you.
Not
I didn't expect you guys to have problems. I'm more expecting the lower guys.
I don't think I wouldn't say more complicated. There's a couple things that I know I'll never use
Mm.
being on the technical side of things. I'm not the engineering side, but
Right. Right. Okay.
it helped. There's a lot of things in there that help me understand our program better. But this one was a
Okay.
lot better based out of the book, and it
Mm.
seemed like the teacher's more equipped to help out. Like the other
Okay.
ones were kind of like a loosely, this is what we want, this is what we recommend, figure it out. This was like, okay, follow A, B,
Right.
C, D, E, F.
Okay.
What do you have?
All
So
right. So I don't
I
have any
think this
chance to
third
measure.
course The third course I think was probably the best, I think, for
Okay.
me.
That's what I want to use in my training business. Is I'm going to probably be using them because they're so inexpensive.
Yeah, they're great, man. And
Considering
they got
the next closest thing is like $3,200 per person. This place is I can maybe the max $2,000 charge for someone to go instead of 3,200 and still make
mhm.
money. Paying
Yeah,
them
because
and
you
being
think
you know
yeah, they were was it 14,000
14,000
for
for
a
a week,
week?
14 for and 10 seats. Yep, yep.
Yeah, the one I
Plus
went to,
became good friends with them. So
there's two, four, six. There's only 9 of us.
you let it 10 seats, and then that was
Yeah,
the max.
9 of us in my class. There's 9 in my class. I think the first one had 9 people,
Okay.
and I don't know what this week. I don't know what they have this week. They were like, "Oh man, do we have enough people to fill the seats?" Because after you left, we had engineers. We had engineers leave. We've had other maintenance personnel leave.
Okay.
I think they'll be hurting. I think come the new year, they're gonna realize they messed up
Yeah, they probably
between
won't
laying
care.
off operations, between the people that are to leave. Well, they're gonna have to restructure the job postings that they have because they were talking about
Right.
putting
Right.
8 electricians on shift, and they were gonna
Okay.
do 3 people on one of these machines and 2 people to buildings and grounds. It's like, well, it was like you're short 2 people now.
Right.
How are you gonna post 9 more jobs?
You're on probably higher.
So, well, I think they're talking about reallocating some numbers and putting mechanics on shift instead of electricians. They're gonna fudge the numbers around.
Mm,
Um,
yeah.
we'll see.
Well,
And then I think a lot of people are hopeful for the next contract. Hopefully, they're hoping to get a lot of stuff out of it. Which,
I'm sorry. The union has no balls now. I doubt they're gonna have balls any. They
well, we
just
already
don't.
lost.
Yeah.
We just negotiated outside of the contract for 7 months.
This is the
What are
third
we
time
gonna
we did
do?
this. Third time we did this
And
too.
so, yeah, what are we gonna do when the actual contract comes?
Yeah, they don't. They,
Same thing. You
they
do the
don't.
same
They don't
thing,
follow it. They don't follow it. So what's the purpose? Might as well
right?
be non-union. They don't even follow it.
Yeah, the only thing with
Uh,
that is the company could fire people without the union fighting them.
yeah, yeah, but it's just frustrating. So I had to say this. It's good times. Thanks for. What do you want to do next week with the with your subject line? Because I think I don't know. I think we got good things going. We talked about CEOs. We tore them up. Um, let's do another fun one. Ooh, if you get what you get, we'll talk about that. Your next path. It becomes a true thing. All right. And then I'll talk
Oh
about
yeah,
my board without saying names. I got my board coming up Wednesday, so I'll talk about that, in a positive light.
yeah. We'll talk about career changes and
Yep.
current events,
Yep.
personal current events, not
Yeah.
political.
All right. That sounds good.
Yeah,
All
that'd be
right.
cool.
Yeah. So this is Sean from Tech Chain Solutions.
Jake Price does it.
And thank you to another installment of the Power Effects. Oh, yeah.